All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. So, we're gonna up the game today, and we're gonna head into Imperium space, and I am bringing up Imperium characters. And
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
contract has been assigned. Okay. So, we've got multiple characters here, and let's see here. I've got this guy right here. I used a clone of, you'll notice that all of these are pretty much set up the same, and I was able to clone all of these out so that they look pretty much the same. I did that with Eve Rift Intel, which I still haven't made up a link for it. I need to. And so, let's see here. Oh, we got the map up and everything. Okay. So one of the things that I've done here, I should have a contract here for this guy. Oh. Well, where's my contract? Oh. Okay, let me see. Maybe I already accepted him. Maybe that's what I did. I did. So he's got these large skill injectors here. He can use them remotely. I did 2 characters where I sent them skill injectors, and I've been making the skill injectors via the multiple character training. And in fact, it's kind of funny. I didn't know that this was going to happen whenever I planned on doing this, or when I sent it to him. I've been out for a week, so when I sent it to him, and we've got the sale right now, 50% off Omega with MCT for all 3 of your characters. And it's more expensive than just Omega, but it allows you to train all 3 characters simultaneously. And so I'm doing that now on all of my accounts, and my extra ones I use with they're just skill training is all they're doing. And so I was able to make these because this shit's expensive. Like 26 skill injectors would be 850 million or whatever times 26. And so, what are we looking at? We're looking at 75 billion, 80 billion for that. It's really expensive. And what I want to do is I want to get this guy caught up on the ships that we want to fly for doing multiple ships simultaneously with let's see here. Oh, no matter what I do, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I got these all measured out so that you don't see the edges, and I'm seeing the edges a little bit on it. So Anyway, with doing like, 3 Ishtars or 3 Vexers or whatnot, things are working and working well. But I'm ready to up it. We're going to up it to 5. And I want to do this both with the Ishtars and with the Drakes. So that's why I sent the other character that, and I've got another one too. So I've got 4 here right now, and then I also want to get another one up and running, and so that'll be a total of 5, and then we'll have a 6th character that will go by and scoop up all the loot. So it's not a bad setup. All right, and let's see. Let's get this guy. I can tell you that I'm not all organized this morning. So it's my first day back from being in San Francisco all week, and it was a hell of a lot of work, very little sleep. Going to a conference is a lot of work. So what programs do I use to do the settings? I use Rift Intel. So you can't do it through the Eve settings. You can do a little bit through the Eve settings, but not the important parts. So, all right, and I don't remember which other character I had that I gave this stuff to. So I might have to search for it. I don't know what I'm going to do on that. Let's see here. Maybe it was Samwise Newcomb. I'm going to load up his account and we'll see. And we may as well check our manufacturing at the same time. It's on the same account because I think that I'm probably pretty much done with manufacturing everything that was needed. So, yeah.
Skill training completed.
Yes, thank you. All right, industry. Where's my industry? All right, yep. Just a couple of jobs here. And, oh, I see one of them's delivering to the wrong location. Okay, we'll fix that. Meaning we'll go look into the proper spot. There we go. And, okay, that was the only thing. So, and sometimes I accidentally put them into materials too. It's always bad. So, all right, we're good. Look at that. I got 1.3 billion in materials here, even after making a bunch of stuff. And you want to know what that's from? I didn't mine any of this. This is all from salvage. Yeah. Well, John, yes, the conference went really well. And by the way, those of you who weren't here right in the beginning of the show when I recorded a couple of things, we have 2 new really, really good games that I'll be bringing on to the show this year and into our store. One of them is AAA, and the other one is not AAA. Somebody else called it Triple B, which might be a good description for it. It's not indie, it's not AAA, and it looks even better than the AAA one for fun. The AAA one looks beautiful. Like it's eye candy everywhere. And the Triple B one, its gameplay has me really, really excited. So I will tell you more about those when I can. I don't want to say anything about what they are or anything until we are about ready to go live with them in our store and on the show. So anyway, I'm very excited about that. And we actually have probably have a total of 6 or 7 new games that we'll be bringing on this year. So I've got a few indie titles, and we're gonna try them out and have some fun, and including, I think that I am going to be talking about one next week. So we'll see. So anyway, back to the manufacturing here. It's like all good. The only thing I wish is that I had is that I had a corporate hangar that I could swap stuff back and forth with my characters, but there's no such thing when you're in a corporation that you don't lead yourself. So yeah, so I'm going to contract this one item, unless they're in the same, they're not. Okay. Here, let's go down to this guy here. And let's see, is there any items I need to take over with me? Probably not. Yeah, I probably don't need to worry about this stuff right now. I'll come back to that, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to the production junction place, and I'm going to accept a trade. I think I'm in the same system. Yes, I am. All right. Let's see here. Salvage. You cannot mix. Oh wait, yeah. I didn't mean to do salvage. I meant to do hobgoblin. And then salvage. There we go. And a little bit of setup here because of just the I don't know, just the way things are. Will that swap? Oh, they do swap. I've never tried that before. All right, this is very much a troll ship, right? So it's very much like you screw with it and it can handle its own for a bit, except we already proved recently that it can't always handle itself, with one that did get blown up. So, you know, but that's cool. That's you know, the way it works, right? So, all right. Okay, we're gonna hop in here. John, you're looking forward to the conference in Reykjavik at the beginning of May. Yes, Eve FanFest. I will not be there this year. But you know what? If I can go next year, I will. Or to the next one. I actually don't know when it'll be, right? But yeah, if I can go to the next one, I will. All right, let's do a trade.
User rock.
Delg31749 just subscribed for 13 months.
All right. So, trade. Okay. And I don't think I need to do any trade anything else. Doesn't need anything else. Accept. And we'll see about how much we can put in here, and then I'll be doling out stuff. We're gonna do 5 or 6 Drakes and 5 or 6 Ishtars, and Vexers, and it's going to be glorious. It really is. So, Deleg, thank you so much for the sub and the support. I very much appreciate it. Oh, and you're tier 3. Dude. Extra support there. 13 months. Tier 3. Damn it. My other computer's not right here right now. How am I going to know what to do? Shit. I'm going to have to look it up a different way. I don't have my cheat sheet with me. Here, I'm looking it up on my other computer here. With that said, Marcel, if you are, I don't have an eye on the store if you're watching, so, but I do have an eye on Discord, so if something goes wrong, you let me know in there and I'll set it up. All right, so Deleg, 13 months as a sub, tier 3. Thank you so much for that extra support. And how about 650 gold to everybody here in your honor. And then we'll see what Dolly is thinking that your Twitch avatar is looking like today. Hopefully it's something special. I don't know. I had trouble making them special the other day. We'll see if they can be special today. And I'm not talking short bus special. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is nice. Look at that. That actually looks really, really cool. Dude, like that massive ship with your fleet back there, and you look like... Do you remember Babylon 5 and the guys that were all in dark that were really wide-shouldered or whatnot? I forget what they were called. But anyway, that's what that looks like. I shall put that into our Discord. Vorlon. Yes, Vorlon. Very good. That is exactly what it looks like. I mean, that's what it... Not what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of, though. And so... Yeah. Babylon 5 was known as one of the greatest shows that sci-fi shows made until Expanse. Yeah, Expanse is amazing as well. And I heard that the people who created Expanse have got another show in production that is in the same universe. So, Sequest DSV. God, Warden. Oh my. Yeah. Okay, so this guy, we can log out. And we're going to log into another one. Yeah. So, okay, we're going to log into Samwise Newcomb. And... we're going to see if he has got the skill extractors as well, if he's the other character that I pegged as having needing this stuff. Let's see here. So, and these guys have been skill farming, and so I'm going to have to rework them a little bit. Let's see here. Yep, this is my other guy. Okay, good. So, there we go. I'm going to...
Welcome to the Dragons.
Callum just followed.
Callum, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right. I am going to... So I put him down here now. And that almost looks okay. All right, there we go. So he's got a lot of work to do, though, to get himself all all fixed up. Again, I used Rift Intel to copy the template on all of these, even though it's the first time I've logged into this guy on this computer. His stuff is all set up, which is just great. So, did I leave Horde? No. Last week, I was in Horde space. This week, I'm in Imperium space. I'm a very rare case of dual citizenship. In fact, I'm the only one that I know of. And let's call it an experiment. So don't try it at home. Very, very dangerous. You will find yourself kicked if you try doing it. And so, yeah, it's something that I had to get special permission for, and from both sides, leadership both sides. What's the experiment? Just to see whether or not it can be done, I guess. And I've been doing it successfully, and I really love this. I'm able to show both sides. If you do !corp in Twitch chat, it'll give you feedback for whichever side is right for you to join. So I'm recruiting for both sides, and it's working out pretty nifty to be able to show both sides. So I'm thankful both sides allowed me to do this. So what's my thoughts so far? Yeah, that's a really good question. So currently, I would say that there are some big differences. And so Horde is very big. I don't know if they're bigger than Imperium or not. I don't know about the sizes or the numbers of people. Both are very, very large. And in Horde, they will let anybody in. You can get into the lower end corps, which don't have access to quite as much stuff, but that's how you get started. And they let literally anybody in, including spies. And that becomes a problem a little bit. I have been AWOXed a few times by these brand new members of Horde, coming in and taking out my paladin, and that sucks. On the flip side, on Imperium, they're a lot more fastidious about checking up on everything and making sure that it's good people coming in. So one's a little bit harder to get into, Imperium, and Horde is a little easier to get into, but it has other problems with it associated. And then Horde does rental space and controls what systems you can do what stuff in. Imperium does not. They're like, you can do anything anywhere. You can't necessarily place stations anywhere and stuff, but it's a lot more freedom, and they don't try and control you as much. In Imperium, at least in the alliance that I'm in, the calls to war actions, they do happen. They do ask for everybody to participate. They're not as strict on the requirements for that. Whereas in Horde, it's a lot more strict. Like, you got to show up for, a couple hours a month or whatnot. It's not a real high amount, but it is a requirement for being in there. And so Horde has a massive amount of space. So does Imperium. Horde space is many regions, mostly drone space, but they also touch at least 3 pirate faction areas. So like drones don't have loot, but the pirate faction areas do. And Imperium space mostly is all pirate. And so the loot I found is a little bit better. But there are other opportunities that make up for that in Horde. So they're pretty well balanced. But anyway, that's just kind of my 2-minute take on it. So All right, let's get these out of here. And then now I got to figure out what exactly I want to do with my other characters that need to be set up for. Oh, there we go. We got a neutral in here in this system wherever I'm at. Yeah, I'm not in with the rest of them with this guy. So I'm not going to just inject all of these. I actually want to figure out like what it is I'm fitting into and how far I need to go to make it work right. So let's take my character here that is, I think he's Mastery 5 on both the Drake and the Ishtar. And those are kind of the two that I'm shooting for. No, I am not Mastery 5 on the Drake. Okay, so I got to decide which one's more important to me, Drake or Ishtar for the multi-boxing stuff. And I don't know. So I think that the Vexers, if I start with the Vexer route, which they're not as high a DPS, but they together can do quite well, and they're very, very cheap. They're 40 million each. So with it being 40 million each, you can do a lot more with that, where you're not worrying about whether or not you are taking a lot of risk. The Drakes, I think, are about 110 million each. Here, let me here, I want to put this as floating. Let's see, does he have one of the Drakes here? He does. He has an auto Drake, but well, I'm going to put him into it, and we're gonna look at him here. So 336.9 DPS. He has Mastery 2 on this. But let's see here. This character also has an auto Drake. And let's see what her... Now, she has Mastery 5 on this. I'm sure of it. I am absolutely sure of it. She does. Okay. So, let's see what her DPS is. 373.2. So my other guy, a little bit off, but not far. And so they are the same, the same fit, same ship, but this one has Mastery 5 and so has a little bit more DPS. Now, 373 DPS on its own doesn't sound like very much, and Drakes can do much more than that, but this is an auto Drake. And what I mean by the auto is that it is able to auto fire on anything that's attacking it. So anyway, let's see here. So the auto Drake, let me share this fit with my other guy here. And let's see how he's got a lot of stuff that he can't do. What? He can't do all this Tech 2 stuff? Oh my God, this stuff's so simple. You know what I did with this guy, I think. I think that I probably I probably did or I probably extracted some of his skills at one point. He's a freighter pilot, and then there was stuff that he just didn't need. So, you know, see energy grid upgrades. Let's see. Yeah, he has a bunch of stuff here to do. He's got 2.2 million unallocated. And I've got, yeah, a couple of red guys in the system. They're probably related, their names being so similar. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I do though, I should change my alerts because they are set. So I have to do different things for the alerts because I have two different sides, and let's try this one. See, I don't know. Can I even edit these? It's got to be. Oh, yeah, here we go. So, edit action. Send riff notification. Send system notification. Play sound. Continue. Oh, and then the built-in sounds. There's surprise. Yep, that's the one. Continue. And then let's have like a 30-second. Don't trigger again for 30 seconds, and then finish. All right. Oh, but see it's within exactly 5 jumps, and it didn't allow me to edit that, right? That's what I needed it to do. All right, so we'll delete. And then this one, we can edit this one because it's up to 5 jumps away. Edit the action, send riff notification, send system notification, play sound. Okay. And sound of surprise. And then 30 seconds. And finish. All right, we'll try that one. We'll see. That way, if somebody comes into our backyard here, kind of like that, we hear it. And I don't know where they're at. It's near any of my guys, so that could be a little bit tricky because they're spread all over the place a little bit. All right, well, we'll see here. We'll see how that works out. You're very surprised it's allowed. So the way that the Intel alert works is it's because it requires a human, it's okay. And so it is reading an Intel log and from the client. And so it requires somebody else, another player, to announce it, which if you were paying attention to your Intel channel, you would see it. And so it's okay. I may have to turn that alert off while we're doing this stuff. In fact, I'm going to, just because I don't need it at the moment. I'm not flying out there yet. So, all right. So this guy is very much going toward the missile stuff, the auto Drake stuff here, and we have the cruiser stuff here. What I'm concerned about though is these flags that we have here. My power grid is not right. My energy grid upgrades, missile bombardment, shield upgrades, tactical shield manipulation, all of those I need. I need stuff. One of them I don't even have in. Interesting. So buy it. Tactical shield manipulation. All right. So let's start out with using his existing skill points. See how far I can get. Can I get through the warhead upgrades? Let's see here. Nope, can't. So, all right, those are going to be less critical, in my opinion. I want to figure out here. Oh, and I'm going to have to do drone stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the template copy in Rift, yes, it works really good. So it's not 100% perfect, but it does work really good. So I very much appreciate it. I'll be doing a video on Rift here in a couple weeks that'll be dedicated to its use and how to set it up. I need to use it some more before I do that. So, but yeah, it's a really good tool. Okay. Electronic systems. I went and I know that I took some skills out of this guy. He's a jump freighter pilot, but we're going to make him do some other stuff too. We're going to make him do a little dance. What was the one thing that was needed here? Power grid overload. Okay. So, and then we've got tactical shield manipulation. So let's just go energy grid upgrades. There it is. Now I think that this uses intelligence and memory. And this guy's main thing for his attributes is perception and willpower. So we will take and apply skill points to this.
Dragons have balls of steel.
Skill training.
Excelsior 100 just subscribed.
Excelsior 100.
Completed.
A sub. How about that? All right. 6 months. Let's see. How much? 31 months. 31 months as a sub. All right, Excelsior. Thanks so much. Let's see here. 31 months. $620 gold to everybody here in your honor. And we'll see what Dolly is thinking about your Twitch avatar. It'll come up in a minute. Okay, so the energy grid upgrades taken care of. Now, what are the next ones? Tactical shield manipulation. Would that be under shields? Probably. There we go. So, apply skill points.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
Now we're not going to add
Training completed.
points for what's not required, not unless we're ending up with some sort of deficiency. So, which right now, it's looking okay. All right, this is a little bit of a process, but I'm being, okay, so instead of just putting everything in and just blasting all the skill points into it, I'm being very meticulous about it because skill points cost a lot. So, you know, I'm really careful about that. So, Excelsior, look at that. You are like, Excelsior is like top of the top, you know? There you are. In command. Obviously. I shall put that up into Discord chat if you're wanting a copy of it. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Okay, now, missile bombardment, shield upgrades. So, okay, let's do shield upgrades to level 4. What does that do? I'm at 6230.
Skill training completed.
What does that change, really? Didn't change anything. And that cleared the problem on there. What do shield upgrades do? Do they just make it cost less power? Yep, 5% reduction in power grid needs. Okay, so we're not quite all the way there on power yet, so let's apply more skill points here.
Skill training completed.
We're still a little bit under on the power. So, missile bombardment. Okay. Well, let's go over to missiles. I don't think that's going to fix our power grid thing. And this does 10% bonus to missile maximum flight time. So it's important.
Skill training completed.
And it'd be another 400,000 to get the right flight time. How far are they going out already? 68. And the missile bombardment is what kind of training, perception, and willpower. Okay, perfect. I'm going to leave that in for training, and it's actually going to go. I don't know. Where is it going to go? Huh. Rigging skill. Is that a woman or a dude? Oh, in your picture? Maybe it's a little androgynous, but I don't know. Looks like a guy to me. What's interesting is warhead upgrades is 2% bonus to all missile damage per skill level. It's doing 322. I guess it could be doing 373. So, rapid launch, rate of fire, missile projection, a maximum velocity, which is distance. Again, we've got good distance, so I'm going to actually put this down here. Oops, put it down too far. That. And then target navigation prediction, 10% decrease per level, and target velocity for all missiles. Yeah, we're going to put that down here too. And then guided missile, 5% decrease per level in the factor of signature radius for all missile explosions. That one's actually pretty important for what we're doing, because it's the focus of the explosion and how large it is. The larger the explosion, the more effective it is against the bigger ships. The larger the explosion, the less effective it is against small ships, because not all the damage in the area will hit the small ships. So the more focused it is, the more DPS it'll do. But I'm just going to put that right down here at the beginning of this. And then warhead upgrades.
Zero just followed.
2% more damage. Okay. So not required for this portion to get him up and going. So, but warhead upgrades 4. He's got 10 hours left on that. We'll leave that in there. So, Bane, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right. So now he's still on the power grid, and we're going to have to look at the advanced weapon upgrades. Reduces power grid needs of weapons and turret launchers by 2% per skill level. So that is that's one of the things we're going to need here. So apply.
Skill training completed.
And then, okay, we're at 12. Okay. So apply. Oh, we're going to need more than what we got. Okay, so now this is where these come into play. So I'm going to get 400,000 per. I didn't measure right. I measured them at 500,000 for some reason. I bet you everybody does that, because they're 500,000 if you're under 5.5 million or something like that, or 5 million. And then they are 400,000 up until character is 50. Another 5 million up to 50 million. No, wait. So characters between 5 million and 50 million get 400,000. Okay. So that's the range that I'm in. I've got 34 million, 35 million. All right, so if do I want to activate it? No, I want to split it. Split the injectors. And now what? Do I just, how do I? No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, fuck. Is there an undo? I thought I was like splitting the stack. How badly did I just screw myself? It's split into 4. All right. So,
I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker.
Showsinder just subscribed.
Kosendar, welcome. Thank you. Okay, let me think about this real quick, and then we'll hook you up. So I'm not going to put in a petition. I'm looking at this. It splits them into 4, right? Or does it split them into 5? How many does it split them into? Like, did I just cost myself billions and billions of ISK by doing that on accident? When you split them, does it split them into 5 or does it split them into 4? It splits into 5. Okay, if it does split in, you can recombine them. Oh, really? Combine injectors. Oh, okay, good. Dude, you rock. You can combine them. Well, I told it to combine, but I don't know what happened now. Here, maybe we just close that and then open it again. It still says they're small. Combine. Yeah, so they're not there anymore. Okay, so let's try it. There they are. Okay, so we got the large ones back. Yeah, I'm doing it remotely. What I was trying to do is split the stacks. Yeah, what I don't want to do is activate all 26 of them at once. So how do I activate just some of them? Yes, I saw the sub. I acknowledged it. Where? There's another one? Twitch, you resub for 6 months. I don't see it. Maybe you need to push a button, Caviar. Think I can just drag it? All right. Can't do that remote? You got to split them beforehand? First world problems. All right, so Shosundar, 98 months at tier 2. 98 months. You rock, buddy. How much is that? That's 15,680 gold. $15,680.
Welcome to the Dragons.
MC
Gold to everybody here.
Just followed.
So thank you for that, Kosundar. And we'll see what Dolly is thinking that your Twitch avatar is looking like today. And Caviar, I mean, can you make it fire off? All right, let me see if I can. It says I can only activate it. I'm trying to be fastidious about this and not use them all up at once. I didn't realize that I remotely Yes, create a contract. That's kind of a harsh workaround, Vert. I'll need to think about it. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode.